Debate night was historic for many reasons, but most especially due to Donald J. Trump's presence. The expectations were high as the American public waited in anticipation to hear what the Republican presidential nominee had to say. The atmosphere was electric when Donald J. Trump took to the podium. Throughout his highly charged speech, the room echoed with the sound of the crowd's mixed reactions. Trump began his address with strong rhetoric that struck some powerful notes with the audience. His scathing criticism of the Democratic Party's policies were met with applause and cheers. In addition, Trump's clear vision for the future of the United States was well received by those in attendance. He spoke about strengthening our borders, expanding education, and creating jobs. His passionate delivery was not without some humorous moments either. He made light of his opponent's past voting record and her ties to Wall Street, which brought a wave of laughter from the crowd. Trump was also quick to point out the many shortcomings of the Obama administration and the previous Democratic leaders. He railed against what he deemed a lack of accountability and a broken system of government. As the night continued, Trump discussed his plans to combat ISIS, reignite the economy, and combat the rising national debt. He also voiced his support for the right to bear arms and a strong stance against illegal immigration. The crowd responded positively to Trump's plans for the future and responded with cheers and applause. Those cheering the loudest were his supporters, who were pleased with his efforts to stick to his campaign promises. Trump continued to engage the audience throughout the night, making sure to include both his supporters and opponents in the dialogue. He showed a willingness to listen to both sides, something that surprised many. His opponent, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, was also present and begrudgingly accepted the fact that Trump was the showstopper of the night. As the evening came to a close, no one could deny that Donald J. Trump had delivered an impressive performance. For some people, he had reached a whole new level in terms of leadership and public speaking. Those who did not support Trump were still impressed with his ability to hold the attention of the audience and engage them without letting any disagreements get in the way. Debate night with Donald J. Trump was definitely an experience to remember. It was a chance to hear a presidential candidate present his vision and plans for the future of the nation. While there were some spirited disagreements about certain topics, one could not deny that Donald J. Trump had held his own and successfully defended his points of view. It was particularly interesting to observe the contrast between Trump and his opponent. While Trump appeared to be more direct and confident, his opponent seemed to have a more rehearsed approach. Those watching the debate assume that Trump won the night. He spoke passionately about his views and was intent on living up to his reputation as a successful businessman despite his lack of political experience. Some of the biggest supporters of Trump's campaign were those who agreed with his stances on immigration, foreign trade, and job creation. They were all supportive of Trump's plans to bring economic prosperity to the United States. While Trump was seen as the victorious figure of debate night, his opponent was able to hold her own against the Republican presidential nominee. It could be argued that she presented her point of view in a more polished manner. Regardless of who won the night, it was clear that Donald J. Trump had made a strong mark on the evening and left a lasting impression on the audience. He was able to present an interesting argument without any hiccups, a feat that many seasoned politicians have failed to accomplish. Those who attended were in awe of his performance and left the hall with a renewed respect for the Republican nominee. Debate night with Donald J. Trump definitely created a stir, earning him both praise and criticism from the public. His words were so powerful and moving that many will remember his speech for years to come. While some were in agreement with him, others were totally against what he had to say. However, everyone watching could not deny that Trump had brought passion and conviction to the debate. After the debate concluded, Donald J. Trump continued to be a talking point. Everyone had something to say about his performance and had an opinion regarding his likelihood of success in the upcoming election. Some argued that Trump had done well and had effectively conveyed his ideas and plans for the nation. Others disagreed and believed that he was too idealistic and far too serious for the job. Regardless of where one stands on the political spectrum, it has become clear that Donald J. Trump is a force to be reckoned with. His performance on debate night definitely left an impact on both his supporters and opponents.